Запустилась. Так. Чуть рука скинуть, да? Ты слышишь?
Time.
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it. Stand clear.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Monsters sighted. Prepare to counterattack. Protect Lady Hiraki at all costs.
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato. Absorption test.
The wrong test subject.
Into the wind.
Ну тут, кстати, мобы немножко посложнее будут. Чуть-чуть.
Let's go.
We can do this.
And I know just the tune to accompany them.
Watch out! More monsters inbound. Lady Hiraki, stay close.
Let's dance.
The wind knows me. One with nature. The wind knows me.
Какая-то ачивочка далась.
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. The road to Naruka... In my letter, I've requested Kamaji to grant you a special travel permit from the...
My lady. So that's how it is. No, Lady Hiragi would never...
I'm not afraid to say that...
The one you... Shinojo, did you honest... What? No, I was just clarifying.
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word...
Yes, of course. As you wish, my lady.
But what will happen if you're...
Don't fret. My father is always.
Huh. Paimon never.
I wish you a safe journey.
Bye, Chisato.
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
Ooh, we're finally on our own way again.
Теперь можно минокулы эти собирать.
Now, where did he say he would meet us again? Oh, right! Komori Tea House.
Time to go.
И что теперь? Дикицин выпала?
Ты не представляешь, как мы сейчас обидим. Это мне где-то из первой десятки не выпало янты и какое-то солнечное оружие. И сейчас, блядь, кацин.
А
Я,
ты-
блядь, так и думала. Я так и знала, что, блядь, ну,
50 на 50 это не выиграть.
да, я так хотела, чтобы мне выпало, а я ко мне, сука, кацин.
Time to go.
Просто это ужас какой-то. Я в ярости. Сука, кацин.
Глицин. Может, подумай? Ну вообще, Аяка, тебе как, ты в штесте побегала?
Ну, типа, она будет полезной, например, в той же бездне, но я не буду на нее сливать пирогену. Я подожду лучше тут. Хотя у меня первые герои тоже есть, но как пятерки первого нет. А так у меня хотя бы есть цифры.
Ну она так в соло, блин, ну тут у нее, конечно, шмотки такие жесткие, чтобы в соло дамажить.
Ну, интересно, почему вот этот баннер не изменил.
Мне тоже
Говорили,
интересно.
Мне говорили, что ее изменят, а сами не изменили. Пидор. Честно, такие дурные.
My apologies. Sakura swirl. Whirling snow.
Eat this!
My apologies. Whirling snow. Embrace the ice.
Это у тебя первая кицин или вторая? Первая кицин или вторая? Может мне вот эти чуваки расскажут, что с этими деревьями делать? Уже 3? Это мощная последняя? Ну так я же сам могу посмотреть, в принципе. Блин, ну я за нее поиграл, она такая нормальная.
Но она мощная. Где теперь придется качать еще?
А я забыл, ты первый у тебя созвездие или нет? Я забыл, ты... Угу.
Да, у меня тут есть еще первый.
А, точно, ты ж там за Китин бегал в самом начале. Так, соберите особый цвет какой-то. Давай. Потом.
Time to go. That hurts. Time to go.
А, ты... Что-то я не понял сразу. Что делать. Раз, два. И еще. Ладно, это потом разберемся. О, смотри, какая лисичка.
У меня такая же маска.
Я тебе, кстати, скинул. ВК, слышишь?
А тебе тоже вот
А что там у тебя? Написание почитай. Вечная молодость, что там? Мне вот что-то с хиличурным и там с кабанами что-то далось. Зайди сюда. Сюда зайди. Не, мне другое далось, но мне вот с этим не далось сразиться. Прикольно. Ну все. Ну что, ребятки, давайте.
Show begins.
You know a thing or two.
Видишь, я их не убиваю, как эти. Где-то на треть они сложнее, чем... Прикольно.
Into the wind.
наоборот.
А, ну я понял, тут с этой херней вообще все изи. Тут она тебя сама ведет. С телепортами этими.
I'll protect us.
О, тут сундуки. Ну, может, тут тоже можно собирать? Я на всякий случай метку поставлю. Уже вторая метка на острове. С артефактами. Ну, кстати, хиличурлы тут такие же слабые. То есть они за раз убиваются. Чё-то мне кажется, это просто первый лут. Ого, еще какой-то этот надо открыть будет.
Time to go. I follow the wind. The wind knows me.
Начинаем игру с пылесосинга карты.
Time to go.
Щан патч. А это че? Мне вот интересно, для чего вот эти кристаллы будут нужны.
Run with nature.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Ты ребята тут отдыхают.
To the wind. The wind knows me.
Это типа феечки, я так понял. Еще дальше, куда она поехала? Ну, типа фейки.
Into the wind. One with nature. Into the wind.
one with nature.
Ладно, подсказочка тут есть. Посмотрим, что это значит.
Wind strider.
In the name of the Prinzessin. Royal decree.
The wind knows me. Time to go. Sure. Time to go.
Далековато я заплыл.
One with nature.
Типа он кому-то просто для Аяки правда. Я
Сразу две?
вот
Ну да.
я иногда
Thing or two.
Oz, reveal thyself!
You're the fairy.
Ha!
Finally, I. No.
The wind knows me.
Burn!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds come. Time to go. Time to go.
Гневные отзывы им пишешь?
Time to go.
чтоб я хотела.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
This isn't good. Stop. It's over. Is it my time?
Time to go. One with nature.
I'll take care of it. Let's dance. Leave it to me.
Let's finish this swiftly.
The wind knows me. This is...
Ну, прикольно, прикольно.
Ready, steady, go! I'll protect you. Let's dance.
Понял, какие-то ключи еще надо искать.
Time to go. Time to go.
Это я не туда забрел.
Time to go.
Let the show begin.
Into the wind.
Да, чего? Блин, а куда мне бежать?
Еще качать.
А что там Константа Кицин дает?
Ты знаешь, у меня сейчас нормально.
После консты?
Ну, я еще не посмотрела, что у меня...
Ладно, я сейчас сам посмотрю.
А, мощь. Ну, ты прощай, сам сидишь. Чего? Тебе что, все конструкты? Что я делаю?
Да не, это ж просто. Ну, чуть-чуть больше будет, немножко на это дамажить. Я так понял, это с телепорта будет чуть-чуть больше дамажить.
This scenery is wonderful.
Новый герой добавили,
Ну,
интересно?
скажи, чуть-чуть больше.
Surely enough.
Нормально больше.
Не, малу еще не завезли.
A blade embraces its duty.
To become a wanderer.
Если бы у меня пятизвездочного не было ледяного типа цвета, я бы стала дальше идти. У меня вот пятизвездочного нету холодного. Вот, ну, девочку, я буду уже говорить 100%.
На том танце 100% выпадет.
Ну да. Так что поэтому, может, мы прошли, а я не помню.
Ну, мне не понравилось. Но они, я тебе говорю, не в паре работают. Аяка и это новая Йоми.
According to the letter, this should be the place.
Sorry, we don't serve the
Ну,
general
не,
public.
я уверена.
I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Wait, we're not the general public.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck. The Yashiro Commission's seal. In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House.
Well, that sounds more like... Well, now that we're here, Paimon doesn't see him anywhere.
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
Ты дошел к чайнику?
Нет, просто по квесту шел.
What? Is that dog talking to us?
Сережа какая испуганная.
What the fuck?
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form? Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in...
Now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem...
Alright. I've had my fun.
Hey! You're this close to getting an
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long. So I came up with this little fun greeting.
Сразу по миру пошла?
But in all seriousness, I would like to... It helped us
Ну тут
determine
такая
whether
нудятина
or
в
not
начале.
to bring you before Miss...
Don't think that Paimon...
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've... Naturally, this is due to your unwaver... A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. But, so you've heard of his... His light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the...
Ну я так листаю, там никто ничего не пишет, ладно.
But before that, there is one...
Oh? What?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god.
О, мне типа сейчас дадут электростихию, я так понял. Но я бы не сказал, что территория большая.
Time to go.
This area sure feels gloomy. Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing
Visions.
visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are put into this statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt Decree. Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first, as for Inazuma, it's known as the nation. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler, and the eternity in question is her endless, and as such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to...
Seems like every god has their own.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt Decree, perhaps
Да,
the
на одну и ту же
Shogun
фразу
believes that
говорит.
visions grant her the power to change, and that whatever the case, the fact is that the
Короче,
Raiden
понятно,
statue-
статуя с глазами бога, мы ее нашли.
Only and yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt Decree...
А что за херня?
Hey, are you okay? You look like
Короче, блин,
Что произошло? Смотри. Что произошло?
его переглючило. Хорошо, что я стримлю, блин, я могу момент пересмотреть. Да, на одну и ту же фразу говорит. Короче, понятно, статуя с глазами бога, мы ее нашли. А, ну там ничего не было. А, ну там ничего не было. Сейчас переключила немножко.
Sound? What sound?
Yeah, you touched the statue and then.
Aspirations? Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain... That is where visions come from. In other words, so if what you just said, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. Alright, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Fun.
Так, тут ювелирку можно купить. Тут алхимическая херня, гильдейская телеприключение. А это что за чайный дом? Да, показывай, что есть. Чё? Я понял, мне типа у него будут продаваться вот эти штуки для прокачки талантов. Ну типа мы еще типа поставки не перевезли, типа надо сначала пройти квест, я так понял. Гильдия искателей приключений. Ну, что ты мне покажешь? Еще одна Катерина. Она говорит, что это я одна и та же, просто она путешествует.
Ad Astra Abyssa. Ad Astra Abyss.
Мне так грустно прощаться с мамшатом.
А что прощаться-то?
Ну, не знаю, типа, я не хочу его видеть, что ли, типа, не хочется.
Да, сейчас зайдешь, будет нормально все. Запись добавилась. А, и даже в Инадзуме теперь можно брать эти. Ладно, хер с ним. Пускай так останется.
А там тоже Катерина будет в конце?
Да.
Бля, ты что ж такое?
Time to go.
Странно, что на стриме не лагает, ну, точнее не фризит, а тут фризит. Или это просто мне так воспринимается?
У тебя вообще офигенно посмотрится.
60 FPS? Может, глянуть, я посмотрю, как это выглядит. Блин, может, правда из-за Моника? Так, ладно. Пойдем дальше.
Damn you!
The wind knows me.
Музыка классная, боевка, когда тут чё-то.
Now protect us. La, 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 la.
Into the wind.
Смотри, там хоть стрель.
Не, ничего. В чате? Да? Ну, сейчас глянем награды. Ну. Да, да, да.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh?
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence.
Is this the Shirazage Himegimi? Oh, behind...
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission.
Makes sense. She's...
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion. Especially following, I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation.
And Toma assures me that you do indeed at present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the a commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their traveler. Lend us your power, and we can... Oh.
See, milady, it's just like I said.
No, please! Wait! Please. I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps when...
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree, and a sword...
Correct. Please do all you can to help them.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Да, за ширмой никого нет, ладно. Собака.
The wind knows.
Let's dance.
Into the wind.
Ну, здравствуйте.
Clouds high. The birds calling.
Let the show begin.
А, вон еще то чокается.
Let's get down into the wind.
To the ferry.
Такси. Что-то лисята смотрит куда-то.
One with nature. Fallen leaves adorn my no-
Let's dance.
The wind knows.
Да пофигу.
One with nature.
Let the show begin.
Behold, the princess and Div.
Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Ну ты не там смотришь?
А, ну, видно, значит.
Why are you doing this?
Precisely. The children not.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us.
Ah, you must also be. Tejima has protected this place ever, keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw. But now, all of a sudden, we will gladly apologize.
If you want my opinion, it's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying.
Seems like he's a You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to. True. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember the past.
Будь.
I knew I wanted to stay here. But
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the... But if you can't remember... Oh! Maybe if you just try a...
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought...
I keep a diary?
Oh, yes! Yes, you do! And what's more...
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find a...
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find...
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji. This looks like Tejima's diary, all right. Let's see what we have today. The villagers and I got together to cook today. I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as... Huh? I went to pray at the shrine again today. Now that's the...
Давай-ка пачку поменяем.
Just what will we come across this time?
So this is the Omamori. Interesting. Looking at the color, but anyway, if he had this with him. Here we are! This seems to be somewhere the soil looks like it's been disturbed. Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. It looks like a letter. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? Huh. So but he's been here for 30 years! Oh, well, let's go get Teijin.
Windblade!
Попробовала я вот эту фигню, видел,
The
такая
Hopi.
хуйня.
That's certainly my handwriting.
Тратишь 3
I
предмета,
guess the Omamori letter belonged to
Мгм.
me
там
too.
такая чушь падает. Ну там
Ну
точно
там рандом
там
просто.
такой же рандом, как в этих. И какой
Still,
смысл?
Ну,
it's
просто
clear that I
через
was
пылить,
waiting for
наверное.
over the years,
И
but I
качнуть
must have made a
satisfaction.
note of any- And just look at all the things. How could I have forgotten something so important? Love, regret? No. After all, I've forgotten who. It's as if she'd never been in my life to. I think, although.
Это может будет иметь смысл, когда у тебя полностью все герои уже все одеты, и тебе надо будет просто какая-нибудь мозг рандомная.
Wouldn't that be upsetting for her?
Но ты один всех героев.
How curious. I shall.
Tejima seems to be dealing. Seems it's just like I. That certainly explains. At least we were able to. According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
О, так смотри, они как стакаются, эти чуваки. Нормально, 300 гемов уже заработал на всяких сундуках. И ачивках.
I've been to the outside world before.
Потом почитаем.
Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order. But why would they take action against... Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an How many times do I have to say it? I don't...
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Oh, huh? And who are you?
What? We heard the commotion and came to see what the...
I see. You seem to have come just... This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue it. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be... He's keeping the provisions for himself.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need...
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would... Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he...
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. My own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said
Well, that's strange. You were helping him
To be perfectly honest, all I know is that I will perform certain things every month. And it's not just that.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be... To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders. If you don't believe me, go find the...
You see, but we better confirm. Let's go. We should be able to follow their
We really outdid ourselves at all those samurai houses. You haven't. Today's just the beginning. You demand, boss.
These seem like the treasure hoard.
Time to go.
Another test. I can't count.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal. Come on, boss. Think of something. Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? Kurosawa. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck.
So what did you see inside? Was it...
Food supplies. You kidding? That place was a complete mess. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal?
You've got a deal. Now...
Huh? What the?
There's nothing in here, but
Yeah. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and as for you guys, you're free.
Yes, so we redeemed ourselves for some
Shut it.
Так. Яой ее зовут.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you or perhaps there's something you want to inquire. Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it?
Whoa! Let's not get ahead of our... How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out
So that's how he was getting... But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased...
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been careful. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complain.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told... Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. As for why he chose to spend his own money on him, if you're still curious, why don't you go ask him? I see. That reminds me, most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to...
Sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable... I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps... Oh, but before you go, if you would
But we didn't buy any...
Information, don't worry. I won't charge much for information.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions are... Let's go talk to Kurosawa again. What are you doing here all by yourself?
I presented them with a choice. Either they... It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency...
Strange. Is that really the kind of person? I don't really have any such recollection. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put... But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant. And this sword was once wielded by my... I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off. What did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade and said to me...
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some... Can you recognize the words?
Virtue? Somehow those two words seemed taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased a provision. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the irony of all of it is, I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equal.
Yet another troubled... When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, seems like losing all ambition. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul. The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a fake. Hyman heard that he's the present-day master of Make Your... This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some...
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end.
Maybe, but things have gotten dangerous before in the past.
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the...
Hey there! Did something happen?
Что-то случилось? У вас что-то случилось?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, please accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause... You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? Sensei's name is Domon. A name, though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat... He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone... But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He says the strangest
Он стал
things over
ёбнутым.
and over. And Junya and I have discussed it, but if I'm honest...
The Grand Narukami Shrine?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty shogun herself.
Туда-то нам и
Means of
надо.
involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens... So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going... The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession?
Неужели нам теперь наверх надо? О, блин.
Ни хрена себе, 2 миллиона морок.
А чё тебе эти 2 миллиона? У тебя есть само 10.
Shh. So you decided to come. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him. When she asked him who the people were, it looked like he was in great distress. He was... All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew. Others we didn't. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. The ritual has now begun. Please, excuse me for a moment.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around?
Просто парень побежал по нужде.
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
Тома? Может, он игровым персонажем будет, этот Тома?
How did you catch? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? Unless... I guess it's been...
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here, and what are you doing sneaking around these parts?
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the... I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know,
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai? Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master. Studying, I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependent practitioners of Make Yoshi's Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. I thought so too at the time. But only then did I realize that it was Domon. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best.
Sure sounds like he meant business.
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that of all the disciples, Domon's arrival changed everything. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his... So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard... So you see, I came here not to... Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back...
Seems like we got it wrong this time. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us.
You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible?
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any...
Мне интересно, мы будем с этой королевой пиздиться?
Что?
С королевой этой пиздиться будем?
Мне кажется, вряд.
But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world.
Который меч из сисек доставал.
О, не сиська из грудинки.
And all is certainly not lost. For I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest.
Да, да, да.
Is that the same Lady Yai that...
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news. Then
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has a I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed...
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask...
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely... I must leave now, but we will meet soon.
Наконец-то, наверное, на гору уже идем.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to
No, that's not what I meant at all. You missed... I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty... Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples...
Sure! After all, everyone's... Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out...
Интересно, как мне до тут добраться? С помощью телепорта.
One with nature. Into the wind.
This round is no
На фул хп уебал. Прикольно.
One with nature. Wind blade.
Это какие-то блатные челики были. Ладно, фишель уходит с компашки.
I'll take care of it.
Into the wind.
Ты подивися, как красиво. Даже музыка другая. Ну-ка. Мозги даже не успевают соображать, как тут.
Time to go.
О, смотри, эту малую показали. Вот.
You think that's Lady Ai? Oh, no wonder
Не
she
знаю.
feels so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just... it was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
Она на него как на говно смотрит.
As you can see, Lady Ai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Ai, it must be a This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself.
Я вот прикольно, чтобы выбить вот это вот все и потом взять и продавать это. Было бы хоть какой-то, не знаю, какой-то, типа, ну, то, что ни у кого нет, потому что те делали ивент, а теперь не взяли, просто продают.
Ну, то же самое, лира вот это продается тоже.
Ну, так я же говорю, это же с ивент продавали, а теперь они это просто берут, продают. Теперь это, ну, как бы, теперь это есть у всех.
Ну, типа того, да.
Блин.
И да, это изменение его личности.
pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, as one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one...
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Ai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fight. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Lady I'm not sure I understand. The path of the sword master is filled with twists and turns. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of... When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing... much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor sensei. To think he's been suffering so
I'm sorry. It's all my father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Did he follow us the whole way?
Ansai, why are there two of you? You're here for revenge, aren't you?
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambition short, now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, but that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the...
But what if one day, the same thing happened? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if there's a chance they'll end up like me one day? I'd rather they stay where they are.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirate, I can't know whether I will suffer in my... I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before every...
Nanako's far from the only one.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me. So I can't claim... So, just as I once placed my ambition, you are not in the same position that I was. When
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of... I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering, but as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything. This is my promise. And I humbly...
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally, but I am now used to the life of a wanderer. Well, don't just stand there staring at me.
Короче, сеанс психотерапии.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess...
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has...
So, my intuition was correct.
У нее такой голос приятный.
The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores.
For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
Ну и...
I have high hopes for you, child.
Ooh, Lady Ai seems to have taken a real interest. She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go...
Печати Электро. Допустим, посмотрим награды. Это что такое? Мне кажется, за эти штуки надо будет электрогероя главного качать, за вот эти вот.
Можно.
Что-то их тут слишком дохера. Ну понятно, бесконечный фарм сундуков нужен.
Time to go.
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions, Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet?
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your,
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and with—
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. Perhaps in the eyes of a deity, thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains but I believe that surely you understand what it seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, you will? Really? Naturally.
Alright, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. I'd play... Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the
Сейчас покажут всю шайку эту.
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial...
Oh, Paimon gets it! Gotta keep a bit of...
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a rule. The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the vision, after all, it is but a tiny minority. Because of this, the attitude of...
How can they be like that?
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the...
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against...
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangon to say a little more about Sangonomiya. Historically, but I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their Of course! We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, they invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden
Ooh, Paimon has a question!
Oh? What would you like to...
Have you got a plan yet to fight the vision?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt decree is tantamount to challenging a deity.
So...
Well, for the moment, all we can do is, for example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who...
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine art. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with...
Darn! So they found out about...
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, by no means do we intend... When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch... Hey, wait! Huh?
О, смотри, мелкую показали.
Come on, this way. What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help? Shh, quiet. Just, hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't... Huh? Hey, wait. Shh.
Or soon, I won't have one much longer.
Alright, alright.
Wise choice. Alright.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. This is your fault. You're the one who stepped.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's a...
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer...
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves...
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run...
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. Then it sounds like the but if I just march straight in there by myself. So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to...
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source.
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as ever.
Time to break him out.
One with nature.
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon and...
Come on, this way. As long as we stay quiet, I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. Let's find Master... We should split up. I've got a little present to prepare for Master Mas...
you sure?
Yes, you too. I'll protect us.
Talk about a big door. It seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Into the wind. One with nature. Into the wind. Train harder. Time to go.
Who goes there?
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Teach me a lesson.
Into the wind.
Allow wind or retribution.
Nice.
One with nature.
Bastard.
Steady, go!
The wind knows me.
Train harder.
Time to go.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Time to go.
Teach me a lesson. Show me what you've got.
Into the wind.
Don't hold back.
I must.
Watch your step.
Let the show begin.
Show me what you've got.
With the wind. The wind knows me.
Train harder.
Wind blade. Wind strider.
Bested.
Into the wind. Time to go.
Shh! Quick! Hide! Look over there. That must be Master Masakatsu.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
Locking you up was just the beginning.
No!
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission brutes are torturing!
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then...
I can't bear to watch. If anything happens to me...
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also a—
Yes, ma'am. It won't—
Paimon sure wouldn't want to get on her bed.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching Master Mas—
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right time?
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for my little present.
Fireworks!
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to distract them.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particularly proud of this.
Yoimiya, this is turning into a bit of...
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear. Now's our chance.
Yoimiya, is that you?
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long.
Oh, come on! We've got no time to lose! They could be... Oh.
Ничего не говорила?
Yes. Leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me.
Ой, это сама это?
Нет, это другая.
He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Well...
Чё? Тебе Аяка
We'll
упала?
do all we can to keep that from happening.
Сучка! Пошла в жопу! Пошла в жопу! Пошла в жопу! Сучка!
Leave this.
Пошла в жопу! Идите в пень, всем выпало, кроме меня! Ну охренеть! Иди в пень, когда у тебя Юми есть.
We're finally out of that creepy place.
No.
Yes. Finally, I've made it out of there.
Master
Пошла в жопу,
Masakatsu.
иди в пень, всё.
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without...
Thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated. I'll treat you to a round.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujusara. It seems
Ну
as
зато
though
мне
there are
Юми
some
есть
okay
100%.
people among... How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
Ты пугай. Смотри, что там ты хочешь. Мне как-то не такого немножко расстроилась, но потом подумала, ну и ладно. Типа, Кацин, потом мне Кацин присадил, типа,
I see. So
она
Kujo
мне
Sara
сказала,
stayed her hand.
и мне
It would
печально,
appear she still had. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps.
Unlikely.
наоборот.
Don't forget,
А,
Kujo
я-
Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt decree. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree if our true motives were ever divulged.
True. Though, if you ask me, Master Masak, we are now one step closer to victory. You're turning out to be even.
Indeed. Things may have turned out very, but if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt, it is time we make ready our next.
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Yes, which reminds me, the Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations, and the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning.
A ceremony, you say?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway,
You do. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of hot pot together? Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite amusing.
A hot pot game? What's that?
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Once the meal then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot. Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever... Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to...
You really do want to play, huh? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some ingredients. Let's see what we've got here. Fresh. Nice! You can't go wrong. Paimon never thought we'd be the only ones to actually put anything... This was possibly the...
You can say that again.
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, even with a traveler's normal ingredient.
But weren't you the one who added those boiling cakes and hot pot?
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest...
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay. I need to...
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong.
Guess I've been feeling it. Perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I think my luck has already taken a turn for the... So without further ado, I hereby declare that the win...
Oh, brother.
Good effort, team. Another important...
Yes. If the Tenryo Commission and with the extra time...
Let's all take some... Downtime is hard to come by these days. I'll tidy things up here and...
There's gonna be a sequel.
Sure, why not? We should play again now that every...
Bye, Toma. Seems we won't need to be visiting the
огонь, короче, вместе вот с Криолоном, он вообще там дает, что там происходит, короче, идет очень хорошая синергия. Причем того, что у тебя и Кли, и Аяка симбиотичные, там вообще две стороны, мне вот сегодня скрин кидали, что и твоя может по 80 тысяч ссылок. Надо смотреть, будет прямо, в принципе, понравится. И вообще, для начала, перед тем, как выбивать, ты вообще пробовала? Там же есть. Ты попробовала.
Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Traveler, Paimon, hold on.
По-моему,
Аяка?
Something has come up, and I would like... But you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission or the...
Individual request? You mean...
Correct. It concerns me. This may seem a little sudden, but a few days ago, I was sorting through some old family belongings. She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence.
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. And although my mother and father... So... I am very curious about... According to the notebook, their name is...
Paimon thinks it sounds like a girl.
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want us to do? Do you need us to find her for you?
No. Her address is... Please keep everything The proper course of action would be to... Exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well-mannered person with a genuine...